and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rose. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we are back in the good old midway dressing rooms. Isn't it good to be back? So today we are starting a 3-day trip. Y'all, I have been sitting in this lounge for almost 2 hours as a sit just for my commute. Now, I tried to trade this trip for something with a later commute with still early release, and it just was not happening. I was trying to make fetch happen and it didn't happen. I'm about to actually go up to my gate. Let me tell you what I am working today. So I am doing a 3-day. Of course, our trips are structured typically as 3 days. So today, the good part is, after all of that, I only have to work one flight. The thing is, it's a long flight. So I'm working midway to Phoenix, which right now is blocked at 3:32. I'm working in the B position, and then we are having a 15.5-hour overnight tonight, which is okay. It's decent. And then tomorrow we work 3 legs, and we have a 22-hour overnight in El Paso. Now, I don't know why you need 22 hours in El Paso, but I have it. It is a nice hotel, so I'm not upset. And then the last day, again, just 1 leg back to Midway. Honestly, this is an easy trip. It's 131, 19.5 is the credit, which is the min credit that scheduling can give you. This was on my line for this month, and I didn't trade this trip out. And I can still make it home to commute on the back end. So the nice thing about all of my trips is that they're commutable on both ends, which y'all know if y'all have been around here. If you haven't, I will link the videos. But my biggest thing with getting back to Chicago was to have an easier life again because of my commute, and it's showing true. So super happy about that. The whole duty of the entire trip is 1932, so that's like how many hours I'm working. The block, so how many times I'm actually in the air, it's 12 hours and 47 minutes. And then my time away from base, which is my per diem, is 55.25. So you would multiply that by like our $2 and something cents, and that's how much additional money you're going to get paid on top of your credit as your per diem. And then the credit is 19.5, which, as I said, is the minimum that scheduling can put a 3-day trip on your schedule for. So I'm not even working 19.5, but I'm getting paid for 19.5. That's why I'm saying it's the minimum that scheduling can give. So again, not a bad trip. I really didn't want to get rid of it because it's pretty easy with decent length overnights, 1 really long overnight, and I'm working in the B position, and it was a B trip, so I'm in the back of the plane. Yeah, not bad. Let's go to the gate. Put anything in here. Anything else back here. I feel like I'm in a wind tunnel. It's actually insane. Anyways, Provo is taking care of the back galley right now, so I'm gonna let him do his thing, and then I'll do my checks. We're still waiting on our A, so it's all good. I have time. We need a waist dump. Y'all know how I said it was going to be a cute little simple day. It was just going to be 1 leg, and then I was going to get to my overnight. Y'all know how I said that? None of that is true. How? I truly don't know. But before we're even 30 minutes into flight, they added 2 more legs onto my day today. Completely rerouted us. I guess I'll tell y'all more about it later when I finally get into my room after this now 11.5-hour day. We'll talk later. Easy trip, and then we started it. And everything changed.
Yeah, about that.
Did they push it? Right. Did they push back your report?
Nope.
So I am currently on leg 2, which I'm not supposed to be on, in theory. It's also delayed an hour and 49 minutes. Hour 53 minutes, excuse me.
Yeah. We have 9 children, 2 infants, 6 wheelchairs, 1 meet and assist, 2 pets, 3 youth travelers, and a service animal on this, okay? It's booked at an hour 36, and we have 133 passengers. Y'all, I'm tired. I was supposed to be in the hotel bed by now, eating my warmed up leftover ramen.
Okay, we are currently in Salt Lake City. We're about to work leg 3, the second leg I was not supposed to be working today. Do you see the bags? Prada, Gucci at this point, because like what? All right, last leg. He just gave us the slightest bit of a briefing. You see how unenthused my tone is? All right, the flight is delayed 2 hours and 11 minutes. He said 2 hours. On here it says hour 45, so hopefully it can be like an hour 30. We'll see. He told us to remain seated because we're expecting some bumps. There's overfly, but it does not matter because, as I mentioned before, the flight was rigged. So when I was talking to y'all in the dressing room, I said the trip was like 19 something duty, but 19.5 for the credit. The actual amount of work we were doing was actually like 12.53. But we were getting paid 19.5. So we have something here called rigs, and so this trip was very, very rigged because it was supposed to just be 1 leg the first day, 1 leg the last day, 3 legs on day 2, but all of that still wasn't adding up to.
They need a zone count 26, 26, 25.
Because of that basically means you're not going to get paid any kind of additional because you're still under the minimum because it's rigged. So even though we're having, my day today was supposed to be 5 hours, it's now 11 and a half. Plus I commuted this morning, so that's not even including my commute and my sit from my commute before my report time. Y'all, I'm exhausted. I hope I'm explaining this well. Probably not. Anywho, I'll see y'all at the hotel. Good morning. I know I told y'all that I was gonna talk to y'all in the hotel yesterday, but for one, I was exhausted, and for 2, I was very agitated, and I don't like talking to y'all when I am agitated. Not just y'all, like anybody. I'm very much someone that like removes myself from a space if like I am in a bad mood, because I feel like it's contagious and I just don't like to do that to other people, right? So anyways, after working 3 legs and a commute yesterday, I finally ended up in my hotel. What time did I end up in my hotel? Hold on, because then my phone didn't charge last night either. So then that's where I woke up to my phone being on like 30%, and I was like, today is supposed to be a good day. So I got into my room in LA at 10:15, which is 1:15 Eastern time. So I'm tired. When I was supposed to be done at 3 p.m. Mountain time. This hotel, in our apps and things, it tells us like how long transportation takes, who our transportation company is, a phone number, like directions to where they pick us up and drop us off, things like that, right? Information that you need to know. And then there's this one statement at the top that says, hotel is walkable. Now there's a few properties that we have in different cities that say that they are walkable, but there are some that's like not really walkable, but you can finesse it to being walkable. And then there are some that it's literally like an indoor corridor to that hotel, or it's like 1 block away. You can literally see it from the time you exit the airport. This was neither of those, okay? Plus it's, as I meant, it's past 9:30 p.m. at night. My point in this is not that I was forced to do it, because I obviously did not. I got on the shuttle because my little self was not about to listen. I feel like I'm very snatchable. I feel like I can easily be taken out of here, okay? So I'm not walking
walking on the street past parking lots and cross blocks and whatever in LA at night. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We're all grown. My point in saying this is because I said something about working with people the other day in another video, and some people wanted to walk and some people, me, want to take the shuttle. At the end of the day, we're all grown and we can all do what our heart so desires. But I know I'm always gonna put myself in the safest position. So I got on the shuttle. I literally knocked out all night. Somehow accidentally set the alarm on the clock here to go off at 6 a.m. So that happened. I went right back to sleep though. It's fine. I don't think I've had that sound of a night's sleep actually since I got back from Thailand. So I guess thanks to my company for exhausting me enough that I could finally, go to sleep. Hopefully today is simple enough, right? Today, in theory, if nothing changes, we just have a deadhead, I think, to Phoenix. We have a 2.5 hour sit, and then we catch up with our trip and we work the last leg to El Paso. Okay, and then I'm supposed to have a 22-hour overnight in El Paso. I think I've stayed in this hotel. I'm not absolutely sure, but everyone has spoken well about that hotel. Honestly, even this hotel is kind of cute. It is cute, but I have no time here, so I don't care. You know what I mean? As long as today stays the same, I won't say this whole trip is an utter mess, but day one absolutely fell apart, because even the plane that we took over, they got rerouted as well, and we ended up keeping their D because we went from a 700 to an 8, and they ended up like taking a deadhead or something to LA and then working a flight to Tucson, I think, because our D and our pilots were going to Tucson as well, because they were all working together. Why wouldn't you have just kept them together and had them work the Salt Lake and LA like we did, since what y'all cared about was us ending up in LA and just had us deadheads LA? But I don't work in scheduling, right? I'm just a little old flight attendant. So what do I know? What do I know? My sister be so mad when I say that. I'd be like, but who am I and what do I know? But what do I know? I know nothing. This is why I be minding my business. Yesterday was such a day. It's okay. It's over now. It's over now. It's over now. We're gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. I'm going to finish getting ready. And we're gonna have a better day today, okay? Okay. All right, it is a new day. It is a new dawn. We are going to head to work with a good attitude. Let's do it.
I will literally never not be happy to see a robe in a hotel. There's robes, and there's not just like, they're colorful. I kind of love that. I love a unique robe. You know, I said it was gonna be a good day. I still was a little irritable. But as soon as I got off the plane and entered the hotel, I got in a better mood. So I think I just need to be off the plane. I will be, I have one more trip I have to work this month. Anyhow, got into the hotel. I have never stayed here before. I am in El Paso. There's supposed to be a rooftop restaurant here, and the sun is out and it's really nice right now, but even in the shade it's like cool. So I think I'm gonna change really quick and go up to it and check it out while the sun is out and it's nice and warm. And the property is really cute though. The property is really cute. So yeah, let's change. I have some editing I need to do, and we'll see what else. I love looking out at the mountains. It's actually really pretty. Why is the hotel 15-minute walking to the Mexico port of entry? I'm like, do I need to slide? I don't need to slide to Mexico, but it's interesting that it's just that close. Anywho, let's get changed. All right, hair, makeup done. Ooh, I need to put my wings on. Good thing I started recording. I haven't had to use heat on my hair this entire trip, and I'm really proud of myself. I really took the wrapping my hair at night seriously, and it did what it needed to do. Okay, so now we are leaving El Paso. We have one flight to Chicago. Now, my flight was supposed to be at 9:45 to go home, but now it's delayed to like 10:45, and I'm not gonna land until like 1 a.m. in Atlanta, and I probably won't be home until after 2 a.m. after deplaning, shuttle, get to my car, and drive home, right? So I was like, I wonder what the likelihood of the 5 o'clock flight being delayed enough that I can make it on there. And so far, it is delayed an hour. So now it's supposed to be taking off at 6. You don't land until like 7 something. Hopefully he flies it like he stole it and he goes fast. And I can possibly catch the earlier flight if it also gets delayed enough. So we'll see. Maybe fetch will happen. Otherwise, I guess I'll just be sitting around Chicago waiting for that flight, and then I'll finally make it home. Anywho, let's head down to the lobby and work this one last flight back to Chicago. Alrighty, one leg to go and 1 hour wide. 2 hours and 28 minutes. I just grabbed a salad from this restaurant in there. A little cranberry walnut salad, so I'll eat that while I'm in the air because I was expecting it to be 2+ hours and I really didn't eat breakfast this morning, so we need to eat eventually, and before we're on the ground preferably. So got a salad to eat, and yeah. So far I need to double check my flight because we are making up some time on our flight, but hopefully, like I was saying, one of my flights gets a little bit delayed, the earlier one, and I'm able to make my earlier commute. We'll see what happens. Let's get boarding. Y'all, lucky for me, it all worked out. We got in a little early and the flight I'm commuting on got a little delayed, so I'm sitting on it and we're about to head home. It's been a kind of trip, but we're going home now. That's all that matters. Let's go.
Welcome to Atlanta. Do us a big favor and remain